Table Sports Podcast, and we are doing another live draft going into a very active fantasy football draft season weekend. Thought it would be fun to, first of all, I have an addiction to drafting, so that's part of it, but I thought y'all would enjoy watching me go through this. I got the second pick this time. So we got stuck in the ninth pick a couple of times recently. Got Jonathan Taylor and Christian McCaffrey queued up here. I'm taking one of those two. At number 2, I've got those two options, and I'm taking them. I am taking them in the Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey order. So if they take somebody, besides that, like I had Josh Allen was the first pick the other day, and I took advantage of that too, and I will take Jonathan Taylor if that's who falls to me. I just think there's a little bit less risk to Jonathan Taylor than anybody in this first round. And certainly I want to be a part of the top 9 picks when I'm picking. Hopefully you're not 10 through 12. This is a Yahoo Bestball, so it's only going to be 10 people. We're going to have an opportunity to pick 2 of my favorite round, which is this top 22 that ends right here with Tyreek. Mark Andrews too, but whatever. Anyway, my turn is next. Somebody's on the clock. They took Jonathan Taylor. That means we're taking Christian McCaffrey. And, for the first 4 years of his career, no games missed. And then he's missed all but I think it's 10 games maybe he's played in the last 2 years. So a lot to be desired as far as the confidence goes, but there's only so many opportunities, and this is my 60 something, maybe 8th draft or something like that. So I need to kind of stretch things out and get my everything kind of all in a row here. And I'm definitely okay with Christian McCaffrey because the upside is definitely there with him. Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp going next here. Oh, I need to get myself pulled down so y'all can see that. Let's get myself, there we go. So now you can look right here and see who's getting drafted and whatnot. So we're back on the same page. Najee and then Eckler. It's not often you see Najee go this far up. A lot of indecision as far. Oh, Saquon as number 8. I haven't seen Saquon in the first round. And Najee is the 5th guy taken overall in some time. Whoever's getting Dalvin at 10 here or at 9, that's a pretty good value. Maybe they don't take Jamar Chase. Oh, there it goes. If I could get Jamar Chase and Dalvin Cook at the 9th pick, that's the ultimate value right there. But we'll see who comes back to me. Diggs, that's expected. I'm expecting Joe Mixon. CeeDee Lamb at 12. DeAndre Swift, I don't like that. I like those players to be left to me. I want something good to be left to me. This is about me, like everything else. So I need this to happen. But okay, Joe Mixon 14. He usually goes a little higher, but that we're not we're splitting hairs during that range. Once Jamar Chase goes off the board at 9, that really is a step down in tier. Saquon Barkley at 8. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me at all. Saquon, DeAndre Swift start for that guy. Good luck with that. I like DeAndre Swift too, but I don't know. It just feels weird. I'm going Aaron Jones if I can help it. Travis Kelce is still on the board. Let's see. Debo, Alvin, Mike Evans, Tyreek, Mark Andrews, Nick Chubb, Leonard Fournette, Javonte. That's kind of how I have them stacked up. Let's see who falls to Big Tay here at the end. 2 picks till I pick. I'd love for Aaron Jones to make it this far. I have some misgivings about the Packers, but at the same time, without Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones is the most explosive weapon in the Green Bay offense. So I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, there he goes. All right. So I'm going to take Travis Kelce right here if he falls, and then I'm okay with any of this goulash that might fall to me. Let's do it. I don't have a ton of Travis Kelce, but this late, we're doing it. All right, so I'm hoping that Debo makes it and then Mike Evans. That's my order. I'd be okay with Leonard. You know what? I'm probably going to take Debo or Mike Evans. He's not going to take both of them. Fred, you're not going to take both of them. You have no desire to screw up my plans here. There's one. All right, Leonard off the board. That means we're going to get one of the two. I'd like it to be Debo. 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 I was a little bit apprehensive about Debo for a minute, but that was because I was apprehensive about Trey Lance. And he looks to have taken a step if you are to believe his preseason film and the like. So I'm okay with it. Okay, let's take the entire time and make me sweat. Fine, we got our Debo. Love it. I hate not getting two running backs in that range, but honestly, the running backs that I'm 1,000% about went off the board. I like Javonte Williams a lot. I like Tyreek. I've got a ton of Tyreek already. I've got a good amount of Debo too, but I get Tyreek a lot in that third round. I'm a big believer in Tua to Tyreek. I know it's not the same quarterback class, Tua, but still I believe that he can make it work on a run after catch basis, and then he's willing to throw it up. There goes Pittman and Mark Andrews. That kind of represents Pittman. You throw Pittman into that mix. Andrews kind of represents that tier that I'm trying to get in the third round. A.J. Brown's also a part of it, so it sucks to see him go. Josh Allen, T. Higgins, James Conner. That's kind of the end of the third round tier, which obviously works out because the round's about to end, but you get what I'm saying. I'm hoping that something good makes it back to me here. Kyle Pitts, Waddle. I love this little stream of wide receivers right here. So the fact that I didn't get a running back right there, not great, but I'm going to hope that Travis Etienne makes it back to me, and then I'm going to take one of these freaking wide receivers that are quite studly in this range here. I've got it kind of messed up on my queue, but I'm hoping that it's Mike Williams. Etienne and Mike Williams is the dream. Waddle's on the board, Allen Robinson, McLaurin. I love this pick right here for best ball. By the way, keep picking Cortland Sutton, Kyle Pitts, and Keenan Allen this high. Keep that coming for Tay, because that's push down people that I'm liking to pick right here. There goes Etienne. That's kind of the last of the running backs that I'm taking right here. Breece Hall, they came out and said Michael Carter might be the starter. So, yeah, get him off the board. Thanks for that. Let's see. So, yeah, we're taking big Mikey Williams, and then we're taking whatever wide receiver falls after that out of these three. I'm okay with any of those three right there. I should probably think about Cam Akers, but I can't pass on McLaurin, Allen Robinson, and Jalen Waddle. And apparently I'm going to get to pick at least one of those guys. I mean, he might not pick any of them, which would be a bold choice, I feel like, on his part for this guy. What has Fred got going so far? Well, I mean, he's got, two wide receivers, two running backs. He can do what he wants. Brandon Cooks, though, I do like that, I have to admit. Which one in my heart of hearts am I feeling? Because I love all three of these wide receivers right here. I'm going to go Terry McLaurin. Woo! That's some hot wide receiving action. It's kind of put me into this hero wide receiver hero running back build, where I've got the big running back here, and then I've got this studs at the top three wide receivers. I know Terry McLaurin hasn't proven it yet necessarily, but Carson Wentz showed me in the preseason that he is absolutely willing to throw it up for Terry, and he has 10 times the arm that any quarterback that he's ever played with has had. It's 10 times, literally, because, I mean, we're talking about Taylor Heineke, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Dwayne Haskins, RAP. I mean, it's not great for who Terry has played with to this point. I love Waddle too, and there he goes right there. Allen Robinson, Jalen Waddle rightly go right after Terry McLaurin. I love Terry as a fifth round pick. I know that Mike Williams might not have the name recognition of Keenan Allen, but I love him too. There goes Lamar and Patrick. This is going really well for the people that are picking right here. They're getting some good value, and they're directly on it, because, I mean, they're picking the right people. Ooh, J.K. Dobbins as my second running back. David Montgomery's made it this far. I'm not super hype on David Montgomery, but I'd try it out. There he goes. There goes Cam Akers too. So we'll be waiting a bit on running back unless J.K. Dobbins makes it to my second pick. Let's see. Fred, same path as me, except for I guess I got Kelsey, but whatever. He's on a similar path. So I probably can't wait on what running back if I'm going to take one right here. There goes Waller. That was definitely top of the line what I was looking at there. There goes Gabriel Davis. I'm thinking J.K. Dobbins, and then I'm thinking Amon-Ra. Who else is on the list here? Kittle. Yeah, I'm probably thinking Kittle too. Got a little ways between me and where I'm about to pick. Ooh, Juju too. Okay, all right. That's okay. There goes J.K. Dobbins. That means that all the wheels have come off right here. There goes Kittle. We're gonna take another wide receiver here. I know it doesn't look great for the rest of my positions, but we're gonna be able to get all these other positions later. I don't want to miss out on these wide receivers that are left right here for Dalton Schultz, although he's on the board. There goes that. We are talking Juju. Oh, I didn't realize that gave me 2 Chiefs, but no Patrick. Oh, well. And then we're going to talk Hollywood right here if all else fails. I am super not into Damian Harris, Josh Jacobs, or Antonio Gibson. So that is 100% off the board for me. I'm going to hope that basically time takes out those running backs. There goes one of them right there. And this is somebody that's talking about drafting his 5th wide receiver with only 2 running backs and only 1 running back and no quarterback so far. So take it for what it will. And now I can't stack Hollywood because they took Kyler. Who cares? What's up? Shut up. We're going to, this is called a hero build right here. And I guess, oh man, I'm so glad I didn't take Dalton Schultz. I already have Travis Kelce. What am I thinking? So I've already got that's set up. I can take a late tight end because it is best ball. So I am going to have to take 2 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends or vice versa at some point. And I'm going to take 5 running backs too, but I'm going to wait on those running backs because I believe that I can kind of fill out those positions later. God, look at that. Those wide receivers right there. Oh, I've never seen that projected stats thing. That's interesting. Anyway, so lots of running backs on the board still. Loving it. We've already got 5 wide receivers on deck, and we've got our tight end, and we got a top end running back. We're in great shape right now. So the farther these guys slip, we're talking about pick 79 when I'm taking a running back again. That's good stuff. So we're in great shape. We don't need any more tight ends or quarterbacks to go at the same time. Let's take a look at quarterback. Can I stack anything with what I did right there? Not particularly. So Tom Brady's an easy stack with stuff that goes later. Russell, Trey Lance. I do have Deebo Samuel, so there's that. Matthew, Kirk, A-Rod. Okay. Wide receivers are going. That's good. That's what we want right now. We're not looking to take another wide receiver until we break into a different tier here. And we may have to do some belated stacking to get everything right on the wide receiver. Golly, Christian Kirk already being taken. That is, I hate to say, that's really fallen our way. Unfortunately, there goes Ramondre. That's something I was certainly looking at here. Let's see here. What are we going to do? Hawkinson. What's a tight end? Oh, yeah, we already have tight end. We're good. Quarterback. Definitely need to take a running back here. Who do I like the most? It's a great question. Interesting. We're going to go CEH. I know that's kind of weird, but I feel like there's going to be some times he's going to get some carries there. Who else are we going to take right here? Zach Ertz already, huh? Tight end, flushing out very quickly. Maybe I should look there. It is getting quite thin quite quickly. But that was also our second running back. But there's a lot more running backs left than there are tight ends. This is going to seem a little out of left field, especially with no stacks, but we're going to go Dawson Knox right there. That kind of represents the end of that last bit of like tight end ones that have a chance to score some points. I wish that I had things more better stacked, but it's fine. I mean, I feel like I have enough there. I've got 5 wide receivers. I'm going to be able to put something together here. One of these quarterbacks is going to make it back to me, and it might even be 2 quarterbacks, and then we stack from there. And really, it's going to be 3 quarterbacks because really I'm not taking another tight end at this point. Dawson Knox and Travis Kelce both have different bye weeks, so we should be crushing it. We should be really out in the front. And, of course, we have 3 Kansas City Chiefs without Patrick Mahomes. I regret that part of it, but it is what it is, and I feel like we got good value on everybody so far. We're going to need to take another wide receiver or another running back too during this round. So it's probably going to be one of these guys here and then a running back. Let's see. Wow, I can't believe Miles made it that far. I'm still okay with Melvin Gordon, though. Kareem Hunt could get traded. Cordarrelle. There's going to be some good stuff here. If not, I'll take Devontae. And the wide receiver, or the quarterbacks are going off right here. That's not great for what we've been doing here, but still pretty strong as far as the team goes. Let's see. Just take a look at what everybody else is looking at. Devontae. It really does drop off running back wise right here, which is not great considering I have 2 running backs so far. But we're going to get one of these guys here, and we're just going to have to wait. Like, I love Devontae Smith, but I think we're just going to have to wait. I think this guy is also going to wait on quarterback too. So we need to take somebody on the front side and then take our quarterback on the right. That's a little dangerous with Matthew being kind of the end of a tier there, but, well, I don't know. I don't really see anybody I'm going to risk by doing it. I mean, Robert Woods, kind of. Devontae-ish. Honestly, I should probably take Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers, just call it a day on quarterback and go from there. There goes A-Rod, so screw that. I can't risk not getting one of the top quarterbacks. I hate that Matthew doesn't stack with anybody, but it is what it is. I couldn't miss out on the final tier. I know Matthews had a bunch of like elbow type problems, but I still trust. And there he goes. Okay, see, I'd have missed out. He had taken another quarterback right there. So it is what it is. We did the right thing. What's left at quarterback? You know what? I think. Let's see. What's left at running back? Is there anything left at running back? We are really weak at running back. Having Brian Robinson as our 3rd running back is not great by any means. But we're going to get a chance to spam that position a little bit. So I don't hate what I did right there. It was a little bit spur of the moment, but I think we're going to miss out on a lot of things if we didn't do it that way. I don't like missing out on Robert Woods or Devontae Smith right there either, but we also need a chance to try and stack with whoever is the quarterback that I take in the next couple of rounds here. There goes Robert Woods. God, Pickett's goes faster every time. Let's see. To Trevor Lawrence. Still got some good opportunities at quarterback. And with Dawson Knox and Travis Kelce being the situation, I feel pretty good about taking 3 quarterbacks. And with Christian McCaffrey in tow, I can make one of those quarterbacks my last pick likely with Baker Mayfield. So I feel like we're still in good shape there as far as quarterback goes. I mean, really, even with Matthew Stafford, I feel okay, but still, it's just, something you want to get right for sure. Woo. Some wide receiver value still left that I'm interested in. Going to try and get some of that action. There goes Justin Fields. You know what? It's not like I had a bunch of stack there going anyway. I'm going to take Michael Carter if he makes it and then go from there. That's for sure my plan. Let's see if he makes this to this next pick. He hasn't been going as high, and I don't really have a ton of him, so it's really not in my best interest for him to go off. But I need running back right here, and apparently he's the number one running back of the New York Jets. So to get him this late with Brian Robinson makes me feel a little bit more secure in that position. I'm also going to take DeAndre Hopkins here at 6 if he makes it. Let's see. I'm going to miss out on some of that quarterback action, but I feel like that's a solid get for my 6 wide receiver. Wide receiver is going to really clear out here in a second, so I want to be on top of it for sure. Let's see what everybody else is looking at as far as their top here. Claypool, DeAndre Hopkins, that's all going to be on the top here in a second, so I better get at it. I love the way that Claypool has been looking in the slot, and I'm very interested in that later on, but I'm also excited about the upside that DeAndre Hopkins can offer me as my 6 wide receiver. So now I need a running back, I need a wide receiver, and I need 2 quarterbacks or 1 quarterback and a tight end. There goes Claypool right there. Let's queue up our next running backs. Rashad White, Higbee. I did kind of let tight end fill up, get let out. That's good for us. We have our tight end situation pretty much set. I feel like I probably missed out a little bit by going Dawson Knox, but at the same time, I can also double up on quarterback and probably get some more stack. Like I said, I can go Carson Wentz, I can go Baker Mayfield, and pair that with Matthew Stafford and still be in pretty good shape. I think I would take Kenneth Gainwell if he made it this far. I know that I've been kind of erring on the running back side here, but when you came up a little lame in the first part of it, it makes a lot of sense to go ahead and get that knocked out. I would have loved for Trevor Lawrence to make it, but that kind of makes my plans a little bit more clear. Baker, like I said, Baker, and then Carson Wentz. That makes a lot of sense for my build here because they're going to have some days where they go off. We're also going to need a wide receiver too. Let's see what's left. Traylon, Dubs, Isaiah McKenzie, Jalen Tolbert, Julio Jones, Garrett Wilson, Rondale, Jarvis Landry. There goes Kenneth Gainwell. So that takes that off the board a bit. Honestly, kind of throws me into a tizzy as far as what I'm going to do next. Let's see. So DeAndre makes 6 wide receivers. I need that running back, but that kind of already happened, I guess. Did Rashad White. There he goes right in front of me. Man, I've been bamboozled. All right, so no stacking opportunities. We're going to go Julio Jones as our wide receiver because wide receiver gets extremely thin after that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all of our wide receivers we're taking. So really it's 2 quarterbacks and a running back. I may suffer on the running back position side, and I may take J.D. McKissick if he makes it just to make sure I've got things covered as far as the running back position goes. But you know what? Definitely okay with it. I feel like I got good value in Brian Robinson, Michael Carter, and CEH. Oh, so I guess we're taking a eighth wide receiver, and we're only taking 2 quarterbacks. That's interesting. I didn't realize I was picking right there. I guess I got talking to everyone, so that's fun. At least it's Isaiah McKenzie. I'm okay with that part of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Well, that was fun, and I'm probably going to miss out on some of the quarterbacks I wanted. The question is, do I take a 5th running back or do I take 2 quarterbacks right here? I think I'm sticking with my plan. I think I'm going to take Carson Wentz and Baker Mayfield if they make it back to me. And I guess if running back doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. You know what? I'll tell you what. If Khalil Herbert and McKissick makes it back, maybe I'll take one of them and just take one quarterback. There's a lot in the air here, so we'll see how it goes. But Isaiah McKenzie, that definitely throws a weird pitch onto it. It is what it is. Matt Ryan. I guess Matt Ryan would have been a little higher on my board than either one of those other guys, but I do have them stacked too. And there's going to be times where Baker Mayfield throws some stuff to Christian McCaffrey, and same thing with Carson Wentz here. So it's not like I'm put out by any means by taking both those two. And you know what? As weird as they're being with Antonio Gibson on the Brian Robinson front, and the way that they're putting Michael Carter ahead of Breece Hall already, I kind of feel oddly okay with the running back situation. Maybe I shouldn't, but I guess if I'm pushing the envelope, I'm pushing the envelope, right? I think I'd like to get Khalil Herbert or J.D. McKissick right here, and then probably go with Baker Mayfield just to go with someone a little bit more stable, I guess you'd say, than Carson Wentz. But I don't know. I'm kind of on board with whatever happens here. This has been a weird draft. But, God, I mean, look at the wide receivers I got right here. In a situation, this is a best ball. This isn't a home league. So I have an opportunity for any of these 8 wide receivers to play. That hurts. Isaiah McKenzie hurts. I wish that was Khalil Herbert. I got to talking and didn't realize that was my pick. But you know what? I like Isaiah McKenzie too. And, 4 of those 8 wide receivers are going to have to play. We're talking about a onesie position and then running back as well. Let's get Baker. Let's get Baker on board and then see what happens on the other side. Do they have the same bye week? No, not the same bye week. Also got a lot of confidence in Matthew Stafford too. I know he's had a rough go of it, but you know what? You know what? We're going. God, that's a tough one. Does Khalil Herbert add more as a running back? He does. We're going Khalil Herbert. Sorry, Carson Wentz. You suck balls in real life. You're going to be great for Terry. But, yeah, we're going Khalil Herbert right there. A lot of running going to be done by the Bears. Let's take a look at the teams, how everything came out. There's my team, Matthew. God, that wide receiver core. Running backs came up a little short, but we'll see how it goes. And, yeah, I'm going to kill everybody in wide receivers. Sorry you don't like the team here. What do you not like? Oh, you don't like how my running backs came out. Well, you're going to be ready to suck it. Projected stats. Let's see the other teams here. Fred, how'd you do? Kyler. Team's all right. I don't hate it at all. Fair enough. 3 wide receiver or 3 quarterbacks, whatever. Blake, Herbert. Oof. Hunter Renfrow is my 3rd wide receiver. Makes me nervous. But his running backs are immaculate. And he got Claypool. It's pretty good. I'll give him that. Let's take a look at Steve. Oh, Steve. No stacks. No stacks anywhere. Not a single player. Like, I have Matthew. If Matthew goes off with Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson, what you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do, Steve? Burrow. God, nobody stacking nothing. Ooh, those 4 running backs though are pretty salty. Ooh, 5. Kenny on top of that. If Kenny plays, woo. But yeah, Mac and Jameis. Yikes! I thought I was about to take 2 crappy quarterbacks. It's all right. Devin Singletary as my second running back kind of makes me want to kill myself, but all right. Kirk is my 3rd wide receiver. Also, yeah, I'm off in myself right once again. Did a good job of putting everything else together though, outside of having Jared Goff on your team. That's embarrassing. Let's see. Josh Allen, Russell Wilson. I like that. I don't like the back end of that team. That back end of that team sucks. Jason, dude, that's a solid 3 wide receiver. That's a pretty solid like top part of your team right there. I like that. This person was thinking when they were drafting Tom Brady and Trevor. That's a solid core. Quarterbacks. I mean, Jason, I like your team. Let's take Jason MM. It'd be weird if y'all were together. I don't hate that team either. I mean, AJ Dillon went a little sooner, and there's some like sooner than I would have gone. And anybody who's drafting Taysom Hill, that's lame as hell. But yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, good stream, everybody. Enjoy. Hope this was helpful. You kind of heard how I'm thinking about all this stuff. So definitely take that to your drafts this weekend and have a great rest.